Liam Delap to Chelsea, yes or no? Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Or maybe they can sign me. I'll show you some skills on the screen right now. And you can probably think, who's that guy that I'm playing against? And that's a former Chelsea Fan TV owner. And even this shot that I have. The save was even better. My cousin suddenly turned into prime Buffon. Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea video of mine. It's been nearly 24 hours since Chelsea have officially made Champions League for next season. So I want to make it very clear. The most important thing is we got the result done. We won and made it to Champions League. I know this season hasn't been the best. It's been frustrating most times, especially in the second part of the season. But it was so important that we got it over the line. We saw the likes of Carragher, Paul Merson giving us stick, and it was good to see Maresca basically say F off, which was good. But now he needs to step up. He needs to get the right signings in. The mentality needs to change. We need to improve our football and continue on from there. Everyone tuning in, man, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification. Tune in single day, comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Big up everyone that's been supporting on socials, PYS, Daily, all the team, Sindre, Alfred, KJ, everyone's showing love, nipping. I did say probably around the Real Betis result, I'll be explaining what's been happening the last 15 months. A lot of accusations, a lot of lies on the brand, but I've been focusing on other things in personal life, and now we are officially back on this channel. And obviously with Champions League, you know what that means, people. We're going to be linked with many signings and many players that will be leaving, but it was good vibes that we saw from the Chelsea dressing room yesterday. I know it's something that we don't want to do long term, celebrating top four, but I think for this club's future it was so important that we got it over the line. And we've been away from Champions League for around 2 years. It was key for our revenue, of course. We can see what happened to United. They lost out on 100 million in the revenue for not winning that Europa League. They're making redundancies. Some of the staff families couldn't even attend the final and stuff. So you got to deep it. We got to be grateful for what the club is currently going through for Chelsea. And push up from there. And obviously the first link already is Liam Delap, and the only reason why I'm saying this guy might be okay, I've been a big fan of him this season, is because he's in the Premier League. He's got experience, he understands the level of football in the current league. So obviously the better strikers out there, your Osimhen's and Sesco's and Gyökeres and all these guys, but we can see clearly Arsenal are trying to make moves as well. They're trying to sign players, but maybe us getting over the line with the Champions League, we could pinch some of these players, of course, and try to sign them. So Liam Delap, Premier League experience, coming from Man City, of course, academy as well. He has been good. Even against Chelsea, he's shown what he can do. A target man up top, can take on players, can hold up the play, and that's something that we need in this current squad, because clearly Nicholas Jackson, nearly bottled top four for us, top five in fact, with a red card, but we didn't need him just about. We scored with our first shot on target in the second half against Nottingham Forest and still the win. So yeah, we need to make sure we get a striker this season. It's early days. From what we're hearing, Ben Jacobs saying that Chelsea have held positive talks. Liam Delap will inform his club this week about potential clubs interested in his signature. So let's see what happens with that. Obviously Ben Jacobs has been a regular on this channel. Maybe we can get him on very, very soon. So let's see what happens with that one, of course. And it's going to be a long season. I think the directors of Chelsea Football Club will need to step up this summer. There's been a lot of stick for them in terms of the targets that we looked at. Obviously, we've had good signings, the likes of Caicedo, Correa, of course, and also Enzo Fernandez, who has come in. Wasn't a big fan of him, especially at the start of the season. I think he was really, below average. But they're both starting to step up. Obviously, Caicedo has been probably my best player for this season. Cole Palmer was initially running the show, but around December, January, fell off, and that's fine because the first 18 months have been perfect. This guy was on goal contributions against Haaland when Haaland was performing as well. So good players do go through dips. He will bounce back next season. Obviously, we saw his post on Instagram. Champions League nights are back, which is the most important thing. So yeah, Caicedo for me, no one talks about his price tag. Been a very good player, and that's someone that we need to make sure that we build around as well, because he can't do it all by himself. Now people, Chelsea have officially made Champions League for next season. I'm surprised Villa dropped points. They were kind of cheated by VAR. I think they should have won 1-0 up, or at least drawn. 10 men as well. They probably feel fully hard done. Emery was like, good evening, as always. And Newcastle also bottling at home as well. You know, I always said on the last day of the season, anything can happen. For some reason, and I'm not complaining, everything went Chelsea's way. We took the lead, we didn't bottle it. Other teams were losing, we didn't, you know, struggle or anything. So that is mad. Maresca also posted on Instagram, "Good morning, Chelsea fans. What a way to finish the Premier League. 20 wins. A very long journey with some tough and challenging moments along the way. But with this squad showed incredible character, unique togetherness, and believed in our style throughout. We did it, and we did it our way. Many thanks to our fans for your support during the season. Now off to Poland, where we hope we can bring you the trophy." So yeah, we need to get that trophy now, of course. That is the most important thing. We need to complete the entire set, which takes us to Wednesday against Real Betis, which is, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Anthony is turning into prime Salah. You know, this guy's just cutting in, banging in with his left foot. And it clearly shows that United were probably the problem. They don't have Rashford, they don't have Garnacho. Garnacho could be linked with Chelsea. And for me, I kind of just don't want that personality at the football club. Like, he's got family that just come out and say what they want to say on socials, and it just gets spreaded. And we don't need that at this football club. But yeah, as we can see, people, top 4 was the most important thing. Top 5, getting the Champions League. We saw the owners on the pitch celebrate with the players, and hopefully they can improve the mood. Obviously, we had protests early in the season. That's probably reduced. I'm not saying that we've fully gone past that, but I think the minimum was to get into top 5 and try and win a trophy. And I think if we do that on Wednesday, it is a successful season overall. I can't be too negative, and Maresca will obviously get another chance as Chelsea manager. So that is basically where we are. As I said, there'll be full brand updates on the channel, what's been happening. I'll probably be explaining it after the Real Betis game, or maybe the day after, depending on how you know, we can explain it. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking what's been happening, and as I said, people, just follow up on all the socials, man. X, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, everything WorldWideChels. If you find that you don't see any content, just go on any of those platforms and you will see content thick and fast as always. The trim worked as well, by the way. The trim was good. Like, you know how we used to do Eden Hazard? Used to get a fresh trim before the game. We used to be like, yeah, we're going to win the game. And most times we did. Sometimes we didn't. But yesterday we did. And that was the most important thing. So that is where we are. What is today? Today is the 26th of May. Okay, the Club World Cup is in June as well. There's going to be a lot of content. I'll be more focused on videos because I want to build up the brand again. Streams with the team will always happen, and obviously I'll be planning with them on when that can be done. But I think now it is time, you know, to step up and show what we can do. But make sure you guys follow up on all the socials, as I said. That's the most important thing. Maresca telling the critics to F off in English. Jamie Carragher, Paul Merson, all these guys doubting us. It was very good to see. Very, very good to see, man. But yeah, let us know in the comments down below. Liam Delap to Chelsea, yes or no? Why as well? I know a lot of you guys probably want Osimhen as well, who has done fantastic in Turkey on loan. But he could be joining Saudi. And, you know, these guys are getting paid, offered crazy money, generational wealth, Central C basically, if we're being honest. So can't really be too angry with targets going over there. You know, football at the end of the day, gotta make sure what's right for you. That's the most important thing at the moment. So yeah, that is where we are. I just want to big up everyone again. Sindri, Alfred, doing the watch along yesterday, much appreciated. Apologies again for the ending where, not ending, sorry, halfway or before half time, I ended the stream by accident. Worst thing ever. But at least it's a good memory overall. So yeah, we'll catch you guys very soon. Up the Chelsea, man. Just need to get the right signings, man. The directors have to step up and get the right signings. This is the most important window for the future of Chelsea Football Club and for Maresca's future as well. He has to get it right with the team. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.